Call the guy in the mailroom, call the lady in shipping, call the CEO and ask them what it's like to work there. Well, come on, that doesn't happen in corporate America. We all know that, but it does happen in franchising. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Ray and Terry for another episode of Franchise Feedback. We're franchise consultants. We help people find, investigate, and finance franchises. We've been doing it for a while, and we really love what we're doing. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Terry. And it's our pleasure to be able to guide you through an informed decision process. Taking the power into your own hands is something that people want more each and every day.
Yeah, in our last episode, we had a question out of the mailbag, which is what we do. We ask you to send us questions, and it was about failing in a franchise. And so we covered tip one. This morning, we're going to talk about the second tip that we have and a real advantage that franchising has over an entrepreneurial startup. The advantage is you get to talk to other people that are using that business model. And when you start a business either on your own or with somebody else as a complete startup, you can't go talk to people, right, Ray?
No, that's exactly right. The advantage of being able to talk to people who are taking a system and implementing it themselves is beyond value when you are digging in. And then you start to think about it, Terry. You get to look at people who have just started and they're going through the just starting part. You can talk to people who have been in, depending upon the age and the experience of the franchise system, you get to talk to people who have been doing it for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. You get to talk to people who may have been doing this for over 20 years. And there's value in each and every one. And I want to share one other thing, Terry, that occurred to me. One of my candidates who is well on her way of making the informed decision has also talked to people who have left the system. And boy, has she learned a lot. Good and challenges from that. And those are just things you just don't get when you're just looking around at a potentially just a regular, maybe mom and pop business. What about you, Terry?
Well, one of the things I like to tell people is imagine if you were applying for a job and the HR department gave you a directory with everybody that worked at that company and said, hey, call any of them, call all of them, right? Call the guy in the mailroom, call the lady in shipping, call the CEO and ask them what it's like to work there. Well, come on, that doesn't happen in corporate America. We all know that, but it does happen in franchising, right? You get a legal document that has the names, addresses, phone numbers of the owners, the people that are using that system, and you are encouraged. And we really encourage you and teach you how to do that, how to get on the phone with owners and talk about what the value proposition is, what the franchisor has done for them. And you just can't do that with an entrepreneurial startup. You can't go to your competition and say, hey, show me your accounting system. Tell me how you get customer. I mean, that doesn't happen, right? So it's a real sweet spot for franchising. I want to tell you that if you want to skip, to the end on this topic, we have a PDF for you with tips in it about how to avoid franchise failure. You can leave us a comment or you can direct message us. And if you ever want to jump on the phone, what should they do, Ray?
Just direct message us or leave us a comment and say you'd like to talk, and we will certainly schedule a phone call with you.
Yeah, we will be back in the next episode with more tips about how to avoid franchise failure. Thanks.
Thank you.